Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. Um, just furthering showing you the utter demise of the so-called black community and why it is so important for the Afro community to rise up in the wake of the destruction of the black community. What's the difference? The Afro community puts no stock in the entertainment industry, and we of the Afro community, I'm speaking for myself, but I'm thinking I speak for many others from my channel, are here to let regular people know that might see this video, that might get it shared to them. So it's important, if you are a part of the Afro community and are separating from the so-called black community who accepts this mess, that you share the video, is because Google is going to try to keep this silent and keep us silent, because we recognize the black men in the entertainment industry, whether it be the hip hop, in any part of the music industry. Remember, we do not own any part of the entertainment industry. We only own what we market for ourselves on Google, YouTube. And keep this in mind, Google will make sure that if we're not tied to a Caucasian, that we will not be able to make money on their platform. Well, it's their platform. They're not about justice. They're not about a just system. Period. Never been. It's all about control. Control of the image, control of your image, control of who gets to say what. That's Google, YouTube. And they're lying if they tell you anything different. How many people had their channels youth restricted, that had no nudity, that followed the guidelines, but then turn around, see some women pretty much naked showing their chest through see-through lingerie? And not only is it not youth restricted, even though they're doing, intimate poses and stuff like that, it's not only not youth restricted, but it is when you put up a woman in a bathing suit, but it is monetized. So it's all about the control of the image and the destruction of the Afro male. And all of these organizations and corporations like Google, YouTube are in on it. The male period. Because I know, I watch a couple Caucasian videos. I can't speak to them, but they're reporting that the same thing is going on their side of it. I only deal with things on my side, but I can tell you, I've seen that people that want to tell the truth, Caucasian males that want to tell the truth, they're running into the same problem that brothers like me who are giving you the truth are running into. We don't know it if it is to the degree, and we do understand that they get a lot more support from other Caucasian males than, say, like me on my channel, than I would get from other Afro males. As a matter of fact, they pretty much don't, they worry about the system putting them down. But not only do Afro males like me worry about the system, but I got to worry about other melanated males that want to call themselves black. Okay? So that's where we are with this. Let me greet everybody. Hovoren hardugudag. Ola oi to the bang. Vasas los. Bonjour mes amis. Keto bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama. Sani bonani. Jumpo baragani. Assalamu alaikum and shalom. I'm here to let you know that none of this crap that Hollywood is trying to put out, the record industry that's trying to put out, this whole system, right? None of these dudes in these systems represent us. All right. They represent the system that have oppressed the Afro people, that are the indigenous people of this country, the descendants of those that they put into chattel slavery. No, not regular slavery, chattel. That's when they treat you like animals, feed you like animals, regard you as animals and not even a human being. That's what the Caucasians did in the past. That's what the systems like Google, YouTube, the United States government, the Democrats especially, that's what they're doing. At least the Republican Party stands against this mess, but oh, they don't get a free hand in this either. Period. Right? So, hey, real quick, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and get those thumbs up. Remember, you got a lot of the people that try to stop this knowledge. The sad part is they look like us. So your thumbs up is just as important as their thumbs down. To donate to what we do, my Cash App and PayPal me will be in the description box along with my email if you want to email me. All right, but still, you take care of self and family first. All right, now let's get back to the video at hand. Let's take a look at some of the agents. All right, no, not the Caucasian women. All right, and that's not one of our brothers. And I want you to take note. I don't know if you saw it in the first picture, but I want you to take note at this brother. And then I'm going to show you something else and show you something very important. But there is an agenda being pushed. There is an agenda being pushed. Period. And it's for the destruction of the family. Period. And the industry as a whole, all types of entertainment media is in on it. That's even including YouTube. There is stuff that YouTube will not flag, but if you have a problem with it, they'll flag you. YouTube is not flagging stuff that rips apart the family, but people that come out in defense of the family, YouTube will demonetize you. That pushes you down on that scale, so that people don't see you as much once you're demonetized. Or they'll go one better, they'll age restrict you. That hides your channel from everybody that's randomly just looking on YouTube for that. Why do they use age restriction instead of demonetization? All right, they are like the German police during the Hitler era. All right, because they did the same thing. These companies are doing the same thing that if you read Mein Kampf, that a lot of these oppressive regimes do. All right, and they continue to do it. They hide certain things because they're pushing a certain narrative, and what they're pushing is destruction. All right, so point one on Hollywood: make sure that they totally obliterate the image of the Afro male, because most of these sellouts and Sambos are going to be for this. They're going to be afraid to say anything about this. So when they're silent, people think that this represents them. But Hollywood never represented us. We had a few people in Hollywood that represented us. But now not only do Hollywood not represent us, but the black people they have in Hollywood do not represent us, nor did they ever represent us. The black people of today, they represent themselves, and they will do anything they can. Now, I want you to notice the picture. All right, I want you to notice the picture to your left. They will do anything they can to sell out the community as a whole, even though they're the minority in that community. They want the world to think that they represent the community, and it's time for us to stand up and say, no, Hollywood, the record industry, none of that represents the community. That hip slop is not true hip hop, and it does not represent the community. You know, it represents a narrative that the corporations that own these black people are trying to push onto the community. And we as a community don't need to fall for it. Oh, just when you think somebody might represent you? No. Spike Lee, huh? Still represent himself. He puts out these woke messages, but really, he wants accolades for himself. What he is doing is not for the community, he's doing for himself. They don't make no real sacrifices for the community. Why? Because it's not going to get them to where they want to be. Oh, and that's an Oscar. Once they get it, they'll keep selling us out. All right? He's won, but he didn't do as bad a job selling us out as this next. Wait a minute. We know that guy, don't we? The one that's always talking about the wonderful, beautiful black woman, that we need to uplift the black woman, that we wait a minute. And to do that, he's telling everybody to sell out the Afro male. These black women like to quote him a lot. Let me read this real quick. The Academy Awards seem to always provide a viral moment for Chrissy Teigen, and the 2019 Oscar proved to be no exception. While on the Vanity Fair after party red carpet in Los Angeles on Sunday night, Teigen playfully pushed husband, but that's not a black woman. How come he could get with somebody other than a black woman, but oh, the D police want to be all over the brother? Oh, because he sells out Afro men in any opportunity he has. And it's not really a big deal to him because he don't have to go home to a black woman. So her pushed her husband, John Legend, away, which she noted was because, as she put it in a joking caption on Twitter, honestly, this is a very important red carpet, and I do not need any interference. Now, that's funny. That's funny. That's funny when people have a comfortable relationship and they joke like that. He must have him a good non-black woman. Put the whole other article up in Time. They have a lot more to say about what I'm talking about. It'll be in the description box. It was on time.com. Him away. The next Negro we need to throw away. Ryan Coogler, for what he did to Black Panther. Black Panther in the comic books was created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee. They made him a regal, powerful king that was one of the 8 smartest people in the world. And he was tied with Tony Stark. Reed Richards was above him. Of course, Doctor Strange, because he's basically the smartest person because he could go back in time continuously and continue to learn and learn and learn things. Oh, like Black Panther can do now in the comics. All right. What Ryan Coogler did was totally assassinate the regality and the intelligence of Black Panther and gave his intelligence to a 15-year-old girl. In other words, he made the black woman, who's not smarter than the smartest men in the universe, smarter than everybody, to include the black men. And he did that on the back of the Caucasian males, giving such intelligence to the Black Panther. Not only that, he is the best tactician, better than Captain America. All right. They have respect for each other because Captain America knows that Black Panther could whoop his behind. As a matter of fact, consistently, the Black Panther outsmarts and whoops the entire Avengers consistently because it's just what he does. He's so much more smarter and so much of a better tactician that he generally, as he got into the Avengers, he took on all of them and played them against each other. Had Tony Stark wondering how he's doing all of this. He understands Tony Stark's technology, but Tony Stark does not understand his in the comic book. All right. Marvel Knights Black Panther is the best show as to why things happen. But for the major Black Panther movie to be shown in Hollywood to more than just comic book readers, this man totally assassinates the strong male character that was created by Caucasian men. So a black man assassinated the strong male character, the Afro male character, that strong Afro male character was given to this character by Caucasian men. And Hollywood used Ryan Coogler, a black man, to assassinate that character and give all his attributes to a 15-year-old girl. I want y'all to understand that. That's why he needs to be thrown away. All right. And then, remember I said we're going to get back to the picture? You know, Dururi, whatever her name is, because it's really not significant right now. She's originally from Zimbabwe. She got her notoriety as a zombie killer. All right. Got more notoriety in Black Panther. Notice how the blacks and Black Panthers don't really represent the community. About the only one that still represented the community was the brother that played Killmonger. The brother that played Creed. The brother that had the yacht and said, I don't want no more people. I don't want certain people on my yacht at my party because they cause trouble. I'm not going to mention his name because y'all know who I'm talking about. Because, you know, they don't like him. The last time, outside of seeing Killmonger, I was proud, and not the Black Panther movie, Killmonger, only in that movie. The Afro males were so assassinated as characters that the only body worth a damn in the movie was Killmonger. All right? The last time I was proud to see an Afro male in a movie, and let's exclude Jim Kelly and stuff, but we're talking about a non-action actor. So let's Dolomite, Jim Kelly, Three the Hard Way, all of them, Shaft, all of them, liked all those. All right. But let's go back to movies, serious acting. The last time I've seen and what I wanted to point out is even when you get into the same-sex relationship, the Afro male takes the subordinate to the Caucasian man the same way the black female do. You notice how the black female and the Afro male that's on the other side of the fence think alike? That's what Juriri and this dude have in common in the dress. They have the same mindset. All right. No deification there, no deity. The last time I was proud of actors, all right, that were kind of serious, Sidney Poitier. All right. Denzel, I like Samuel, and I like Denzel. But we're talking about somebody that used their platform to actually stand up for the image of Afro people. He had a lot of movies. I like Let's Do It Again with Bootney Farnsworth. All right. And To Serve With Love. Y'all may have known him for a role that he got made into a TV series with They Call Me Mr. Tibbs. All right. We know it better as Heat of the Night. As woman, period. In TV, anything that I was proud to see, that I would call a lady, was Cicely Tyson. All right. Period. And like Shaka Khan said, the industry has gone to hell in a handbasket, that she don't want no part of it, wouldn't want any part of it. And a lot of those singers can just go around and just, oh, I'm going to do a concert and people will come out to see him. Like her, Stephanie Mills. All right. Icon right here, like Sidney Poitier. The last time I was proud of TV shows and a producer, the last time I saw an Afro man in the modern era, let's say from 80 to now, actually stand up and speak truth to the decline of the black community. The last time I was, and I am still proud of what this man did and the things he said as far as television and the community. All right. So you want to de-police him. That's what everything was about. All right. Because they wanted to de-police him and he got too powerful. Why did all this stuff start? Because this man put together a conglomerate of people to buy out NBC so that he could do something about the image of the Afro family that was being assassinated and the Afro man. All right. That was the last time we actually had somebody do something for us. And in order to get past that, they did this. They assassinated his character using all these lying women who now the Supreme Court have now put validity to his argument that they're lying. And what are they trying to do? Assassinate his character the same way they did all the rest of the men, till we just fade away into the darkness. How many people are still going to sit by and let that happen without saying anything? So I use my little bit of platform now, even though I know they're demonetizing and trying to age restrict to say something for the so-called black people that won't, and for the brothers that don't have the platform. With that said, I'm out. You know what? As a final thought, too many of these clowns keep getting pushed or keep being pushed in front of us as and our families. And it's time for us to say that we don't appreciate it. All right. In the end, Hollywood wants us to accept their view of what we should be and not our own, not our family view. We don't get a choice in this because we don't own the media. But we sure as hell can stop watching it or not spending money on any of this garbage that we see. They're trying to promote it. Hollywood is trying to promote destruction in the nuclear family, the traditional family. Let's go further than that and say the biological family. Remember, this is an organization or a group of people that own stuff that the Afro people don't own. So why should we put up with what they put in front of our faces? Or who? None of these dudes represent us. At least not on the liberal side. And at least Kanye is trying to represent us. But even him, he represents what he talks about. But and in a deeper sense, I think he might represent us more than anybody else does. But this is sad. It's sad that we would let our children allow these images to be paraded in front of their faces. But I guess, alas, being that most of these children are raised by single mothers, it's no wonder that many will be warped by the time they get into adulthood. With that said, I'm out.